Interesting.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
Okay, so I actually missed this, so I definitely want to talk to you guys about it. So apparently the San Antonio Spurs did host a workout for Jordan Hall. So we talked about Jordan Hall, and I don't know the upload schedule, so just check and see if I already did a video on him. I don't know. It's recorded already. I just don't know when it's going to be posted, but I did do a video on it. But Jordan Hall, the San Antonio Spurs apparently have worked him out, and I have to say, I won't go deep into like what I like about his game, but I will say this. As your boy Noah said, he's a point forward. Now, one thing about him is he has a really nice mid-range shot, good catch and shooter. I think about 36% from three, but primarily catch and shoot. But mid-range game is spicy, has pretty nice handles. Sometimes you can turn the ball over, pretty nice handles, and a really nice mid-range shot. He really reminds me of any kind of old school player. Now, a lot of people, and I say this in the other video as well, but a lot of people say, well, you know, if you look at these player stats, is it really that great? I mean, if you compare some of these point forwards to point guards, they're very similar. Like people that kind of dismiss people like Ben Simmons. Not saying this guy would be Ben Simmons, obviously. Ben Simmons is a phenomenal defender, and that's one thing that this prospect is missing. But one thing that people kind of don't think about pretty often is like these guys who are large in size. I think he's about 6'7", 6'8", something like that, 6'10" wingspan. Guys like this that can pass the way that he passed, who can play make the way that he can play make, is way better than a typical point guard doing those things, because even if they're double teamed, you just pass right over the top of them. You can utilize your size in so many different ways. And one thing I want to bring out as well is that he's pretty lengthy. Like he's a pretty nice sized player. So even defensively, he's not that great, but he can manage to at least be a really good opportunist due to his body, essentially. So we'll just wait and see. So things that he's lacking, like athleticism, things like that. But other than that, he's a okay athlete. But other than that, I really like his playmaking ability. And the San Antonio Spurs showing any type of interest, it makes sense. And one thing I want to bring up as well is, and this is what I didn't know, is that the San Antonio Spurs actually hosted a workout for him last year before he withdrew. So it was obvious that the Spurs, to call him in twice, shows that they do have some type of interest in him, and they want to see what he got. And we'll just wait and see, okay? But if you're wondering where he's going to land, more than likely the 38th spot, okay? The Spurs got the 38th pick. He's going to land in the second round somewhere. As far as how I feel about it, there's certain players where it's like, if they're available, I would not take this prospect, but that's just me. But Jordan Hall, if he came to the San Antonio Spurs, if the Spurs said, okay, we want to make a swing on him, I completely understand it. I completely get it, because he's highly skilled, like highly skilled. He's methodical. Every time he passes the ball, you don't know where the ball is going. It's beautiful basketball. He plays beautiful basketball, but at the same time, you know, you got to keep in mind, and I talk about this in other videos, so I won't harp on it, but his competition hasn't been that great, and you gotta equate that, you know, in the equation. But overall, look, I like him. It's good that they're working him out. We'll see what, if anything, comes from it. But you guys let me know what you think. If you want to support the channel, only $2 a month. Patreon, YouTube members, link in the description. Thanks for all the love, man, and deuces, guys.